even if you take out the business aspect, just the family.
Yes.
There's this family element that, it's kind of hard to describe. But these people, you see them every week. You're with them for an hour or so, and you're doing one-to-ones with them. So you're really getting to know them. And through the trials and tribulations of business, whatever, they're there.
Be Nice Individuals Podcast.
Hey folks, this is Thaddeus on Be Nice Individuals Podcast. I have a very special guest in studio. It's Rodney Turner. He does health insurance. And actually, he's just getting over a very busy time. Over 65 open enrollment and all that stuff. He was just talking to me a little bit here off camera. But today we're going to be talking about a specific element that's enhancing his business and actually can enhance business for other people that are kind of into entrepreneurial space. But first, Rodney, how you doing today, brother?
I am doing fantastic.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are going to be talking about BNI, and this is something that kind of was a collaboration. So myself, Alan, Michael, we all kind of got together and said one of the best ways to kind of help the community and advance also ourselves is to help other networking groups get their name out. So it's kind of like this melding, you help others, you get what you want. And specifically as it relates to BNI, a lot of people don't know what BNI is.
That is so true, especially in Palm Coast, because there was only one chapter up until recently.
Yeah.
And that chapter had a lot of members.
Mm-hmm.
We formed the new BNI Wealth chapter that started October 1st in Palm Coast.
Yeah.
We now have 35 members.
Oh, dang. That's more than the last time I heard, because last time I heard it was like 28.
We will be a Hall of Fame chapter. So,
really?
Yes, which we're very proud of.
Before we go too far, though, explain to the people what BNI is.
Yep. BNI stands for Business Network International, and it is a referral group of like-minded businesses that are one per category, and we get together on a regular basis. We meet every week. And there's certain things that you're responsible to make sure that you do. Mm-hmm. And the goal is to givers gain. So the goal is to become the eyes and ears for the other members of our chapter and other BNI members throughout the region. Yeah. That if someone needs a service or a something like that, then our group typically, as an example, I'm in the insurance business.
Right.
Somebody might know of someone that needs Medicare services or a review. They might want to refer me to that person to help. When you have people that you know and you trust, and you understand their work ethic and you understand their what they're doing, it's a lot easier for you to refer that person to someone and connect the two.
Yeah, it's almost like a cheat code. I've said this before. So there's two ways in my mind you can do business. You can do cold outreach, or you can lean more towards warm outreach.
Yes.
And that's exactly where BNI comes in. You have your BNI partners. You're all looking out for each other, kind of this camaraderie.
Correct.
Because you're all looking towards a specific goal, right? And they're looking out for you, you're looking out for them, but you're doing it because you know, like, and trust them first.
Correct. And that's the key part. Know, like, and trust. You know them, you like them, you trust them, and you're with them on a regular basis. Yeah. One of the things that we do as a BNI group is we do what's called one-to-ones, where you meet with individuals and you have a little bit more understanding of their business. You understand what their needs are, right? What they can help somebody accomplish, and that's super important. The way you can grow a business, and my business has grown dramatically, it's through, and most of my businesses come from referrals. A big chunk of that referral, that I kind of look at three legs of a stool. It's referrals from current clients, referrals from BNI members that are in BNI. Those are two of the legs of the stool that probably make up 80% of the business.
Oh, that's great.
So huge impact.
Yeah.
When you have somebody who's really good at what they do, and you can refer them, the givers gain. So I give referrals, I receive referrals. I've grown my business. I had, this year was the largest annual enrollment period I've had in my entire career. And a good chunk of that business came from BNI referrals.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's a little bit of little bit of irony there. This new BNI chapter. You've had the largest open enrollment season, yeah?
Yes.
That's fantastic. That's really a testament right there, right away. Because the chapter hasn't been around very long.
No.
Tell me about that.
Literally, we've been around officially for about 2 months. It's
2 months?
2 months. So we started the chapter, was a core group of individuals who for several months worked to build a chapter, and we finally got to a point. We kind of set a date of September 1st that either we would have enough people to form a chapter or we would give up.
Yeah.
And no one wanted to give up. So,
Yeah.
So the goal was to get those folks, and we ended up on September having approximately 21 potential members.
Wow.
And that was when we launched. So we technically launched September 1st.
Wow.
So and then we're only in December now. So
Yeah.
we literally was able to go from 21 to 35 members and have a chapter in a little bit over 2 months. So huge impact. And the need in Palm Coast is there because there's business is growing. You see more and more people in the area. You see
people coming to the area.
Yeah, this probably one of the fastest growth areas in Florida. And as it grows, there's a need for services and a need for products. And in order to be successful, you have several ways to do it. And one is cold, and cold is not fun. It's just not fun.
It's like it puts you in the position of like a beggar.
Yes, exactly.
And that's hard.
And that is so tough. It's so much easier to reach out to someone and say, hey, you were connected. Somebody from my chapter connected me with this person.
Right.
And we start having that conversation. And it from the very beginning, it's just a great conversation.
Right.
Because they trusted the person who referred me. So they understand that the person felt that I was able to provide the service that they needed.
Yeah.
And the amazing part is the close ratio is I'm well over 90%.
Dude.
So if I get a referral from a BNI member, the chances are that person will become a client.
Right.
There's a strong chance.
Yeah.
And it just makes such a difference. There's no reason that someone who wants to grow their business, if they're in business and they want to grow their business, they really should be looking at BNI as an option, and they should be looking at the different chapters that are out there. There's several chapters in Northeast Florida, but there is a new chapter in Palm Coast, and we are actively searching for specific categories. There's categories that we're looking for. So
Tell me about the specific categories that are open. And folks out there, I want to really kind of emphasize this. BNI is an international business networking group, right? And the numbers speak for themselves. They move billions of dollars every year in closed business. That is amazing. And to get into BNI, you're not just limited to your chapter. That's one thing people kind of think of sometimes, right?
Correct. They always, it's not just about your chapter. It's about the region. It's about internationally. I've actually given leads to BNI reps in Ohio.
Oh, dude.
And Tennessee already because you can actually go anywhere internationally, even if you need to. But you're absolutely correct. It's not just about your local chapter, but it's about the region. In Northeast Florida, there's over 1,000 BNI members in the Northeast Florida region.
Yeah.
So there's several chapters. And our chapter specific, we have several categories that are available. So one is a handyman is available. Yeah. As an example, I didn't bring my list with me, but any of the categories, if you look at our options, if you visit our chapter, you can see, and you can go online and visit BNI Wealth, and you can see what categories we currently have, and you can also see what categories are open. Okay. Typically, a typical chapter could have easily 50 to 60 members, and right now we're at 35. So as you can see, there's quite a few areas that are available.
Yeah, I just got to pause you real quick on the handyman though. If anybody's been on Facebook in any of the groups, handyman is one of the most asked for professions. People are like, hey, I need a handyman to come do all these things that I don't want to do. Correct. And you got to think of like this population of people. It's mostly older. The demographic is older. And I don't know if that's going to change as there's more of an influx in the population. But dude, a handyman?
is, I think it's probably one of the number ones. That's why it came to mind right away.
Yeah.
We also are looking for attorneys, estate planners. There's
Absolutely.
a variety of things that we're looking for, but there are certain categories that are just obvious. And if you're a handyman and you're in business in Palm Coast and you're not in a networking group, you might want to rethink your strategy.
Yeah. And I want to kind of pause for a second, because a lot of people, they think, oh, dude, I'm in the labor field, I don't network. Tell us how that isn't the right way to think about it.
So networking is such an essential part of growing your business. And an example, we have a tree service we have a pressure washer in our group. We have a mechanic in our group. There's a lot of labor fields that networking can help you grow your business. And when you look at what helps, if you want to grow 20%, 30%, you need to network. If you don't network, doing that, you may accomplish it.
Right.
It's just going to be so much harder.
Oh,
it's so much harder.
Yeah, for sure.
When you network and you get your name out there, the way I look at it is I have 34 other people who are sales reps for me. Right. Because they're thinking when they're out doing their business, when they're out talking to their clients, that if something comes up, anything that may trigger, I might want to refer this person to Rodney because they would be a good person to review their Medicare. Yeah. Oh, they just moved to the area. They need to look at their Medicare. Yeah. That these are folks that I would never meet. Right. I would never see these people. I may see them in passing at the supermarket, but I would never meet them. Yeah. Now I have a warm introduction to these folks. I have someone who has vouched for me and said, no, this is a person you want to deal with. And it's funny because you look online and you see different things, and they'll say, hey, I'm looking for a Medicare specialist. I'm looking for a handyman. I'm looking for a painter. I'm looking for, and it's like, wow, I see those all the time. And you'll see different people listed. Oh, this person can help you. That person can help you. It's so much better if you're working with someone when you have a person that you deal with that gives you a referral that says, hey, this is a person I can vouch for. This is a person that I know and trust that will provide the service that you're looking for. And that's what you really want. And that makes a huge impact.
Oh, absolutely. And I've been in BNI for about a year. And so me personally, I can testify to the impact of BNI. It's actually really just, even if you take out the business aspect, just the family. Yes. There's this family element that, it's kind of hard to describe. But these people, you see them every week. You're with them for an hour or so, and you're doing one-to-ones with them. So you're really getting to know them. And through the trials and tribulations of business, whatever, they're there.
Yes. And that is so true. You actually learn, people, and it's not just about the business aspect, but it's about when we have our meetings happens to be on Tuesday mornings, and I love our meetings. It's just such a great atmosphere when we all are together, and you do feel like a family, and it's so nice to have that. And the one-on-ones are very important. So that's part of being successful as a BNI member. You need to do one-on-ones, but the one-on-ones are designed specifically to make sure that both sides understand more about the person, more about their business, and what makes the most sense for them. What is a good referral? What does the business do? It really lets you get a little bit more detailed. And one-on-ones take about an hour. Is the suggestion, a half an hour for each party. And they work so well. We do one-on-ones in the chapter, but the nice thing about one-on-ones is you can do one-on-ones with anyone who's a member of BNI, anywhere in the world. And with Zoom available now, it makes it even easier.
Oh, for sure.
You're not just limited to local. You can do one-on-ones with anyone.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And Rodney, I want you to shout out your contact information.
Sure.
Look, there's a ton of people that they have a business and maybe they haven't even looked into networking. but they need to peek behind that door because it can truly enhance their business. And I want them to connect to you so they can actually come and check out BNI. So shout out your contact information for the people.
Absolutely. So it's Rodney Turner, and the company is Turner Insurance. That's TURINS.US. That's my website. My number is 386-282-7888. Feel free to call or text. You can go to my website and schedule a meeting. If you need to email me, it's Rodney, RODNEY, at TurnerINS.US. So you can email, call, or schedule a meeting with me. If you want to visit our chapter, we would love to have you come visit our chapter.
Yeah, what time do you guys meet?
We meet
And where?
Tuesday mornings, 8 o'clock to 9:30 at the Elks Lodge on Old Kings Road.
Absolutely. So folks out there, make sure you reach out to Rodney. Say you have some questions about insurance. Maybe you're looking for a new insurance professional. Reach out to Rodney. But also check out their BNI. BNI is growing. And BNI is, these certain positions are really sought after. And so to be part of a new chapter that's growing significantly, and he was even actually mentioning it's going to be a Hall of Fame chapter. You want to be part of that Hall of Fame chapter.
Absolutely.
So definitely, guys, reach out. They meet on Tuesdays at the Elks Lodge. And what was the time again?
8 to 9:30.
8 to 9:30. So reach out to Rodney. Let him know you're coming, and he can get you registered. But it'll be a great thing for your business, not just your business. It's great for just connecting to like-minded individuals. But again, this has been Thaddeus and Rodney, the Be Nice Individuals podcast, which is hosted here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. I say this every time, folks. This is your space. Come in here, shout out your business, shout out your ideas. Maybe you're a political candidate that wants to connect directly to your constituents. Yeah, we can make that happen. We have call-in features. Can put you on the hot seat, let people ask questions. I can sit over here and laugh. It could be fun. But anyway, again, that is Rodney on the Be Nice Individuals podcast. We'll see you next time.